Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next video on the Practical Weapons channel. Today, an unusual device. The smallest prismatic 1x scope on the table. Made by Bushnell. This is their little Prism sight. 1 by 11 millimeters. And indeed it is 11 millimeters. This thing is tiny. I'm zoomed in. This is zoom. This is the smallest sight I have ever imagined seeing as a prism. In fact, it's smaller than I expected. As a comparison, in one hand you see regular primary arms red dot and Bushnell little prism. It is literally smaller and lighter than a fairly small red dot. As you can see, it has a slightly triangular shape with a mount that would go at the bottom. Comes with two mounts, low mount and what they're gonna call, or what I would call, high mount. This is what the sight would look like. It has several brightness levels, which are controllable by the buttons at the side. I'm not going to go into the technical parts because anybody can look them up, but let's take a look at the sight itself. I have not seen any reviews on the internet for this sight. Maybe Bushnell has discontinued it already, I don't know. I did buy it at Natchez, and originally this was a $180 sight, which honestly is a lot. So they had a sale. As the end result of the sale, coupon and everything, President's Day I think, this came out to $134, which is basically a price of a regular red dot, plus minus $10. It has, as you can imagine, reticle that does not require any kind of power if you want to just go black, but you can turn the illumination on and you will see slightly better picture. Let me see if I can find a dark background to see it better in the camera. Here's the sight. Here you can see the reticle on that background. Let's see, I have a couple of 1911 magazines, which could be a good base for the target. Here it is. It's not a dot, as you can imagine. It's not just plain dot, there is a reticle in it. They're actually showing this reticle here on the box. That reticle right there. Here it is. It's not ballistic, obviously, but it is slightly more usable than a plain dot. Has a micro dot in the middle, and so forth and so forth. Powered by CR2032, which goes in here. Has one thing that most red dots don't have. Focus control. This is not a soft focus. This is a prism. This, in my mind, might be one of the best alternatives to a regular red dot for people with astigmatism and those that still want a small optic to go on their gun. You can control, obviously, aperture and vintage. Vintage and elevation. Aperture we cannot control. This is not a photo camera. I wish we could, but we can't. So I have astigmatism, so that means red dots are not necessarily very sharp in my eyes. Here I can adjust it so that my eye can see it very, very sharply, even the eye with the problem. It is adjusted right now, so you cannot see it through the camera probably quite well, but I can. Again, I'm not going to adjust it right now. Comes with tools, comes with a cleaning special model of cleaning cloth in a bag of its own. That must have taken somebody some effort to do. This is the way it comes in. Can you imagine it? You can actually attach it. It looks nice. This is originally a $300 site. So you can imagine it's actually not that low quality. This is not the lowest end of the lowest end. This is the TAC optics by Bushnell. This is not their lowest end by far, and costs more than quite a few scopes in the same manufacturer. It is waterproof, it's shockproof, it has extended battery life, nitrogen proof. It's still only 11mm objective and 1x multiplication. Comes with this little tool that you can use for a lot of purposes, including mounting it, using the bolts, or controlling and adjusting the sight. So that's the first look at this optic, a tabletop look. And I'm going to think on where this thing goes. Because originally I was thinking this will go on something larger, but seeing how small this sight is, this might be a nice little dot for a pistol, such as a Ruger Mark 2, 3, 4, 22, 45, 22 caliber pistol. This could be a good sight for an optic, or an optic for anything that has a Picatinny top mount. Now, the one thing I have to figure out is how visible this thing is when further away from your eye versus being up close and personal. Have to test it. We'll see how it goes, and I will let you know. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to comment below. Subscribe, like, and practice to become practical, which means practice your brain, practice your mind. In addition to the brain, practice your body, practice your medical and firearm skills. And we'll see you in the next video.